Hey everyone, welcome in. I hope you're all doing really well today. My name's Amanda and this is the Connected Conduit, where I just open up, tippy tap in, and bring through messages to you, for you from Spirit. So you're all very welcome here. And I hope you find something meaningful and inspiring in this message that resonates with you, okay? But if you don't, that's okay too. All right, only accept what resonates with you as truth and just leave the rest. Never force something to fit if it doesn't fit. Okay, but I do have a specific message, and it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I feel like we can all sort of take something from it, irregardless. But Spirit wants to talk about changing our bodies to suit someone else. Okay, in particular, Spirit wants to talk about mostly women, but this can be applied if you are a man as well, or just anyone. If just, yeah, let's take gender away. Let's just say humans. But in particular, what Spirit is showing me is women who want to be validated by a man or somebody else, or just accepted into society, or seen as beautiful or young or this or that or the other. And so in order to achieve that, they end up fitting into some sort of mold and following some sort of a trend in order to appear a certain way to please the type of person that they're trying to attract, in order to please a man or a woman or whoever, right? Like, for example, we see a lot of women who end up mutilating their bodies because they think that's what a man wants. Like, we're talking plastic surgery, changing their lips, changing their breasts, whatever else, right? In order to, I guess, be appealing to the opposite sex or whoever they're trying to attract, even the same sex, whatever, right? And Spirit's just wanting to come through saying, we really have to be careful, you guys, that we don't mutilate our bodies, that we don't change ourselves to try to get external validation. The right person will love us for us, the way that we were born, okay? Because Spirit's saying a lot of people are getting things done to their bodies. For example, like getting lip fillers, and they have those really big lips because they think it's like appealing or attractive, right? And they think that the person that they're trying to pull in will find those lips attractive, or they will be found more attractive if they have those big lips. So they get them, right? But Spirit's saying, well, that's a trend, and a lot of people are getting them. And then you end up just looking like a carbon copy of a whole lot of other people. You all look the same, right? Everyone's getting the same lips, the same eyelashes, the same size breasts, or whatever it is, right? And then everyone looks like a carbon copy, all the same, which is boring, okay? It's boring. And not only that, but it's a trend. So what happens when 10 years down the line, big, thick lips go out of style? It's not the trend anymore. And then all of a sudden, thin lips are back in. Thin lips are back in, everybody. Duck lips are out. Big lips are out. Thin lips are in. Mouse tail lips are in. Right? Like, this is the thing. It's like, then what? Uh-oh. Another surgery or another nip tuck? And at what cost? Because it's never going to look the same as it was. We see that a lot with Hollywood celebrities. They want to stay youthful, so they get, the facelift. And most often than not, it looks like a horror show. So instead of having their youth restored, they look scary, to be quite honest. And it's obvious that they've had work. It doesn't look natural. And it's creepy. In my opinion, it does look creepy. I think the saggy skin and the wrinkles look so gorgeous, so beautiful, because that's them. That's their natural look. And they're just being themselves, their raw, authentic self. And they're not trying to change or mutilate their bodies or cover it up out of insecurities. So plastic surgery, to me, just reeks of insecurity, and it's not attractive. So they get these facelifts, and then a lot of times it's a boss job. So they go back and they try to get it fixed, and then the plastic surgeon ruins them even more. And it's just like it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And then it's like Frankenstein. You end up walking out of the office looking like Frankenstein or something. Whereas like some mad scientist is just trying to play to their ego and have fun with people. And these surgeons, don't get me wrong, there is a time and a place for plastic surgery, like for burn victims and things like that, like people who actually really need it. Okay, like there are select cases where it is needed, but when plastic surgeons or things like this go, oh, look at that unsightly wrinkly skin that you have. Oh, look at that wrinkly turkey neck that you have. Oh, if you want to get rid of your wrinkly turkey neck, that unsightly appearance, then you need to come to me so I can do this, that, and the other, right? So they're basically, these people, these narcissists, are telling people that they're ugly and they're not good enough and there's something wrong with them and that they should come to their office so that they can cut them up and make you better. That's a mad scientist to me. I've seen ads like that all the time, telling people that they're not good enough, right? That they need this, they need that. Come get a nip, come get a tuck, come get a perm, come get this, come get extensions, come get this, that, the other. You know, it's just like, stop. Just stop. So it's just important, you guys, that we don't allow, you know, I almost want to say psychopaths and narcissists who are in that position to toy with us and play with us and tell us that we're not good enough, that our physical body isn't perfect, because it is. Everyone is born exactly the way they were meant to be, and there's no need to touch a single person. There's no need to touch a single hair on your body, okay? That's just something that was coming through this morning, you guys, from Spirit. So I don't know why this is coming through. Maybe some of you are considering a procedure, a surgery, I don't know, permanently altering your physical appearance. And if so, Spirit just really wants you to think about that, like really sit with why you're doing it. You know, do you need the surgery because you literally are having a hard time like eating? Like maybe, for example, let's say somebody has like a mouth abscess and they really need, you know, some plastic surgery here to reduce that so that they can eat properly. Well, that's different, isn't it? That's different than getting surgery to look pretty or look a certain way or look handsome or whatever it is, right? Even things like, I've heard of people getting like plastic injected into their armpits or something like that so they don't sweat from the armpits, so that they don't have pit stains. And it's like, but that's your body's natural way of detoxifying. You're going to get really sick if you can't sweat from your pits. You know what I mean? Like, get away from the ego here. Have those sweaty pits. Who cares? Sweat. It's what your body's meant to do. It's meant to come out of there. Otherwise, you're going to be full of toxins. Like, you know, it's just all... A lot of people do these things because it's just they lack the confidence, you guys. And I just think it's just so sad because we see a lot of people just mutilate their bodies. You know, we do. And it's such a shame. It really is. And then so many people look exactly the same. Like, we see a specific look out there, don't we? Especially around women, I would say, who they get like the big lips, they get the long eyelashes, maybe they starve themselves so they can have a thin body or whatever. I don't know. It's just, it's a look, you know what I mean? And then we see it. We see the same look over and over and over. And it's like, do you really want to look like that? Like, is that coming from you wanting to look like that? Or like, are you looking like that because you think that men like that? That you will attract a partner because you look that way? That you'll be more appealing if you're not yourself? To me, it's not authentic, you guys. And we really, like, why change ourselves when we can just be ourselves and just say, I'm not going to accept someone who doesn't love me for me. And that's that. I'm not going to alter my physical appearance or my personality to suit someone else's needs. I don't think so. That's not happening. Absolutely not. No fucking way. No how. You know, and I think we have to stand in our strength. And especially because I am going to say, there's a lot of narcissists, you guys, who are saying, oh, I like women to look like this. I like men to look like that. And then some people say, okay, I'll look like that. Well, no, I don't think so. Too bad, so sad. You know what I mean? You get what you get and you don't fucking get upset. That's what I tell my kids when they want something. I make dinner and they're like, I don't want this for dinner. You get what you get and you don't get upset. This is dinner. Eat it. Okay? You're going to fucking like it. Okay? I went to all of this effort to make this for you. It's perfectly delicious food. You're going to eat it. Okay? I'm just kidding. I don't force my kids to eat anything. But it's like, I'm not making another dinner. Okay? This is it. This is what's for dinner. If you don't want to eat it, that's fine. But this is what's for dinner. So I just feel like we need to adopt that attitude, you know? You get what you get. This is me. You get what you get and you can't get upset. If you get upset at my appearance or who I am, then I'm not for you. Right? You don't have to eat me for dinner then. Go find another plate. Go find another food. Go find your meal somewhere else. I'm not the meal for you then. Skedaddle. Get out of here. Beat it. You know what I mean? So let's just be ourselves and demand that people accept us for us. And if they can't, well then bye. Fucking bye. Because you're not going to come in here and say, oh, you know, women are hot when they look like this. Bum, 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 bum. Women are hot when they look like a carbon copy of one another. I don't think so. Okay, those are like I don't know, like the teachings of like a warped man's mind or a warped woman's mind or a narcissist mind, right? It really is. Just embrace your imperfections, you know? Embrace it. Okay, so I don't know why I just wanted to come through, you guys. I just put the deck on no. No. The answer is no. Don't do it. Don't change your appearance based off of your own insecurities or because you think that other people will find you more attractive if you change your appearance. Don't do that, okay? If you're thinking about doing that, Spirit's saying no. No, wait. Postpone, pause, say no, because that could lead to a whole lot of regret, like a lifetime of regret. Really, really think before you take action here. Take a break. Remove yourself from outside influence. Meditate. Okay? Say no. Say no. You might have to say no to yourself because you might be leading yourself astray by accident. Okay? I'm just going to pull one card. Don't dim to fit in. Yeah, don't change yourself to fit in. This is it. Don't change yourself to fit in any way, whether it's physical appearance or your personality or the way you speak or how you think. Never do that, okay? No. Fitting in is actually not something you want to do. We want to get away from fitting in, okay? Especially because most people want to fit in with the wrong crowd anyways. And a lot of people aren't meant to fit in, okay? If you feel like you need to fit in rather, if you feel like you need to fit in, that's telling you that you're actually not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be different. You're meant to be different. So don't become the norm. Don't become a carbon copy. Oops, what flew on the ground? Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to rise. You're meant to lead people. You're meant to be some sort of channel. I knew this would come out. It's called the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And what do you need to let go of? What are you clinging on to? And what do you need to let go of? Are you clinging on to I don't know, like a fake ideal of who you should be or what you should look like in order to fit in? Are you hanging on to changing yourself for others? You know, don't do that. What are you clinging on to? What or who are you clinging on to? And what do you need to let go of? What thoughts or beliefs do you need to let go of that don't serve you? Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. I feel like I'm going to cry and I have goosebumps all over my body. Listen, you're not meant to fit in, okay? You're different for a reason. Being different, it sometimes can feel like a curse, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be your power. So don't give your power away and become like everybody else, because you're not supposed to be like everybody else. If you do that, you're going to give your power away and you're going to become somebody that you're not supposed to be. Okay, you're not meant to belong where you are. It's like you're meant to venture off on your own and find your own soul tribe. You're meant to be you, and then you're going to attract the people who are meant for you. But if you change yourself and you become, for example, like a fake version or an altered version of yourself to suit other people's needs, you're not going to be in your truth, and therefore you won't attract your soul tribe, people who are really meant for you. Do you know what I mean? So don't worry about belonging. Like, you do belong, just maybe not with a specific crowd, or you just haven't found your soul family yet. So hang in there. It's like you're meant to make your own soul family. You will find your place when you embrace your uniqueness, when you embrace who you are, all of you, every part of you. Don't change anything about you, okay? Not a single hair on your head. Because maybe some of you are just longing to fit in. And I get that. But Spirit's saying you're not meant to fit in. And I know you have that longing, but you're not meant to fit in with specific types of people or specific crowds or groups or the norm, okay? You're not meant to. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to be unique and different. You're an original. You're an original. Be an original, okay? Don't be a carbon copy or a robot or whatever. A clone. No. You are an original. Be original. You know, like, for example, I'm seeing like somebody with like large teeth and with a big gap in the middle. And you may think to yourself, I hate my teeth and I hate that there's a huge gap there. But honestly, you guys, I think your teeth are fucking gorgeous, and I love that gap there. Okay, not that my opinions matter, but your teeth are unique. Not everybody has teeth like that. And so your teeth, yeah, they're different, but they're unique, and they're unique to you, and that's what makes you special and unique, and nobody else has those teeth, or maybe very few people do. And it's what adds to your unique appearance. Okay, it gives you a vibe is what I'm hearing. It's your vibe. It's your fucking vibe. Don't you put braces on that. Okay, if you're thinking about it, I don't know. I mean, it's your life, right? Like, everybody has to do what they need to do here. But I'm just saying, like, it's you. There's nothing wrong with your teeth. They're awesome. Like, that's very cool and unique and so cute, in my opinion. So if you need people like that who see you for you and they embrace you for you, and they see your flaws or the things that you perceive as flaws as not flaws. They see them as beautiful things. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can be our own worst critic, our own worst enemy. And we've got to remember to pump ourselves up and say that we were born like this for a reason. Okay? Okay? So I'm going to leave it here. Don't follow a trend, because then you're going to become a trend. And then what happens when that trend changes and in comes another trend? You're going to be out of style. That's what's going to happen. You will become out of style. You will become a thing of the past. You'll have a look that is no longer in, it's out. And then you're going to have to keep chasing the next thing, keep chasing the next style or look or whatever it is. And then you're just going to be stuck chasing something that's not even your truth. and that everybody else is getting. And why would you want to be anybody else but you? Because you're perfect just the way you are. Okay? All right, I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I do hope the messages, resonated or were helpful in some way. And I'm sending you all the good vibes. Remember to stay aligned, and I look forward to hanging out with you again in the next reading. Okay? Mwah.